15th August 1947, when Pakistan emerged as a new identity, a country which is renowned for its history, which holds into civilization, and so on. A country which also holds a strong status as an only Islamic nuclear state. A country which is still underdeveloping but yet rich with the hearts of hospitality. A heart which beats green and white and shines like a moon and a star. Since it's my country, so I can go on and on, but for now, let's switch the topic. Let's switch to the topic to introduce identity, Pakistan identity across the border, which is mixed with our neighbor country, Hindustan. For that purpose, my first guest in the program, and I would like to invite her today, is Miss Amal Ahmed, who is from Egypt, but she has roots in Turkey from her mother's side. She is currently pursuing Masters in Islamic Studies, Sakarya University, Turkey. Let's welcome her with an Arabic style. Ahlan wa sahlan, Amal.
أهلا بك.
So, Amal, let's start with your introduction first. How did you come to Turkey?
Actually, I was looking for something that's related to the scholarships and these things, and I started my research, and then I found like the most purpose scholarships are from Qatar and chevening from Britannia or British, the British chevening, and the Turkish one, which I'm on it actually. So I applied for all of them and I got accepted from the Turkish one.
Okay. So, since my topic today is identity, so I would like to ask you that the first time that you saw me, what was your guess?
Actually, it was very famous in the Turkish teaching center as the Indian Sessa,
Okay.
not as the Pakistani or anything like this. Because you know, the Arabian persons are having this kind of mixing between the Indians and the Pakistanis and the Afghanistanians. They think that whichever ends with a stan is the same thing.
Okay. So, still you think that I am Indian sometimes, or have you actually made it able to differentiate between Pakistani and Indian?
According to you, and all of the pleasure is going to you about this topic, but actually before I knew you, of course I was thinking like they are mixed or they were one country. I read, of course I'm an education person, I read about that they were one country once upon a time, but now I was thinking like they are like one, how to say it, one military, they're having one military.
Brother from one state.
Yeah, brother from one state, something like this. I was
Okay.
thinking that they were having this kind of relationships or this kind of bond that they are actually counting as one country, even if they
Okay.
are separated. But according to you, of course, after knowing you, I actually realized that there are huge difference between both of the culture of the India and of the Pakistani people. And actually, now I can recognize that there are actually more than one country which is called Pakistan or Istan or whatever.
Okay. Amal, can you introduce or can you tell us something about Egypt?
I can tell
A
you
part
lots
of this,
things.
other than pyramids.
Of course, I can tell you most of things about Egypt, but lots of things about Egypt. But the most important thing about it, which is actually not known from all of the people in the world, that Egypt is actually having three kind of different water. We call her the land of the three waters. For example, she is having the River Nile, she's having the Mediterranean Sea, and she's having the Red Sea. And all of them is having his specialties and his own advantages, and it's really so good to go to all of them and to have pictures and to do your tourism and to do whatever you want, because you will see a different thing whenever you go to a different place in Egypt. Egypt is having lots of places and lots of weathers which you can enjoy all of them together.
Wow. So you would definitely recommend the tourists to explore more Egypt rather than just exploring the pyramids, right?
Of course. For example, Egypt is having lots of masterpieces and lots of temples which aren't in nearby the pyramids, which are in the south side of Egypt. And actually, almost no one of the tourists go to the south side of Egypt, and it really hurts me because I'm from the south side and I know how much masterpieces are there, how much temples are there. For example, in Suhaj, you can. It's my own hometown. You can see there the most second most biggest temple in the world, and it's called Abydos. And actually, I think that no one knows about it. Almost almost of the people are actually knowing about the Karnak or Fayala or those kind of temples, but they don't know anything about Abydos.
Okay. So now I want to know that since we became friends, do you find any similarity between Pakistan and Egypt?
Don't ask about it. You know that we have this kind, even about the wrong beliefs, even about the habits,
Stereotypes.
even about the clothes, even about the food, man.
Yeah, our food is
We are
same.
having lots of things that's
Yeah.
common. I actually think that we are having some kind of mutual. How, I don't know how we have this kind of common things.
Okay, so since she talked about the similarities between Egypt and Pakistan, actually she is right on so many cases. For example, whenever I cook and Amal just pops up in my room and she said, "Oh my God, we have this in Egypt too." And whenever she cooks something, and I said, "I'm telling you, you stole it from Pakistan." So we always have these kind of conversation, which is actually funny, but it actually improves our knowledge regarding our cultural similarities in food, clothings, even in so many stereotypes, even in so many ethics, traditions, values. Sometimes the way we have values in Pakistan, and especially some of the suburbs like Punjab and Sindh, they have the same. We have a good conversation, a healthy conversation, which actually enhance some of our knowledge between two cultures, Pakistan and Egypt. Now I would like to ask our guest today that does she have any question related to Pakistan's culture, tradition, or anything that actually comes in her mind? So let's ask our guest a question. So Amal, do you have any question which attracts your mind toward Pakistan?
Let me think. I have lots of questions, but the main question between them is about the girls' freedom or liberty, the limit of freedom that they can have in Pakistan. For example, I thought that girls in Pakistan should have an kind of obligated hair cover. So I saw you guys here in Turkey without it. So do you take it or remove it when you are going out, or can you actually remove it when you are in Pakistan? I know that you are an educated girl, so thanks God you are an educated girl, but is it easy for any girl to go to university and go to study and to learn something in Pakistan? Isn't it only for boys there?
Well, we have this adaptable culture. We are adaptable. We call ourselves adaptable. We do not have any obligation that you have to cover your head. Since in this Islamic state, we have Sharia law, but still we have this liberty to move in the society the way we see it, the way we have been given a brought up like. For example, most of the time you see the Pakistani girls here wearing jeans and top. For example, I'm wearing top right now. So it doesn't mean that we don't wear it in Pakistan. Of course, we do wear such kind of clothing, but it is always in the limits. For example, the way we see in the Western countries wearing skirts or some open clothing, we do not have those clothes. We always have modern clothing, but they are modest. For example, if I say 2% of the girls in Pakistan, they do wear jeans and shorts. They do have
Really?
this, yeah, they do have modern clothings, but they are in the biggest cities of Pakistan, capital city of Pakistan, university going, but only 2%, from 100% only 2%. The rest of the population of the girls, they still go with their traditional clothing, which is kameez and shalwar.
Yeah, we have it in Egypt too, it's called kameez and sirwal or sherwal.
Okay, so we have still that thing, and it depends on the girl and the family customs that either they are asking her or the girl wants to take hijab. Sometimes girls do not take hijab, just a shawl, just to cover her head. For example, some of the girls of some of the areas, they do not have this hijab culture, because hijab culture is actually from the Arabian side. We have our own culture, which is just to cover your head with any scarf or something, a shawl, and this is how girls move in our society. But again, I would say we have this adaptable nature. Whenever we go somewhere, we adopt the culture, we promote our identity as well, so that we could learn something and we could let the people learn from us as well.
Oh, thank you for your answer. But my main question is actually about the liberty. Of course, I know that you are having this kind of adaptable country and culture, and I saw it in you, on you. But actually, do you in Pakistan, as whatever your religion is, can you walk out on the streets without any covering your head, and no one is gonna actually bother you?
Oh, Amal, I would literally, I would like to invite you to Pakistan and see my country. You will see girls moving in every field of the life. They can go, they can walk without.
Every field?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We have in every field. Even
Actually, girls can work in Pakistan.
Oh, come on. We have highest ratio of employment in girls. Our girls go for education even in the rural sides of Pakistan. And it is not like if you don't cover your head, you are not supposed to go outside. You can go outside. You can even, for example, if I quote my example, I go with my brothers even if I'm wearing trousers and all. So it is, it's not like, I would again say, we do not have that extreme society. We have the liberty. The girls have liberty. We have freedom of education. We have freedom of education. We have freedom of speech. We have rights too. Some of
Every
the
girl is
areas,
having this kind
no,
of freedom.
of course not.
According to your family, that who gives you this kind of freedom to learn or to go to the university. Can every girl in Pakistan go to the university?
Well, I would again say in every society there's a ratio of the girls. For example, in Pakistan the ratio is 40% of the girls, they go and approach the institutions for education. Not all. Similarly, I would say in Turkey, Egypt, and other countries too, there would be a proper ratio of girls which go for education, who go for education purpose. So if I see as a ratio, we have still it's getting higher and higher. Parents are getting liberated and they are allowing their girls to go. Moving towards your next question, which is which is about the liberty. Our girls drive the cars. They go for racings too. Yes, we have
With license?
Of course, I hold a license too. What do you think of Pakistan?
Really?
Yeah, I'll show you the license. I'll actually show her the license, which is actually in my room right now.
Wow.
Thank you.
It isn't like what I expected. I'm so sorry, but
I'm actually
those
inviting
questions
you to
are
Pakistan.
actually this kind of questions that you will find in every Arabian or at every almost not only Arabian, at everyone in the world
I
who
can
don't know
understand.
Pakistan really, like who don't know a Pakistani person.
This is the reason, I designed this program to show our identity to the full. I wanted people to see what actually Pakistan is, the real face of Pakistan. And here you go, the real face of Pakistan, and you will
The
see the
face
real.
of Pakistan for me is you, and it's so beautiful.
Thank you so much. I would again say I would literally like to invite you to Pakistan and see the live real face of Pakistan, and you will be served with the humble
so
hearts
hot?
and all. Yeah, it is hard. We have 4 seasons, but it is hard too.
I will think about it. I can't promise.
Okay. Anyways, it's time for me to sign out now. I hope to see you soon with a new face and new nationality. For now, I would like to thank my guest today, the first guest of the show, Amal from Egypt, and I would like to thank PYAM team.
Actually, I'm the one who should thank you for having me as a guest on your lovely program and teaching me all of this kind of stuffs about Pakistan. You are really so knowledgeable, and thank you so much, Pakistan. Allah Hafiz. Shukriya.